Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and we are back with another relatively impromptu gaming stream for you all over on both Kick and YouTube. Trying out dual stream once again after the follow-a-thon with the Geeks and Gamers crew playing Fortnite. Now we're just doing it on average right now, seeing how things play out while dual streaming to both platforms. But tonight we are going to be playing a new game that I haven't been playing with you guys to date so far, and it is the brand new Sherlock Holmes game from Frogware that is a sequel to the Sherlock Holmes game called Chapter 1, and I loved that game so very much. I couldn't wait for the release of this new one, The Awakened, and haven't played a single moment of this game yet. I'm going to be jumping right into it with all of you guys, and am really excited to see how things go. There may be some guests who join over on the back end in Discord throughout the stream. Maybe not. Maybe some of them. Several people are interested. We'll see who shows up. That's how it is. That's how I do those Discord gaming streams. Just shoot it out to people, see who shows up, and we have a few people who might be showing up. But before we jump into the game, I want to say hail to chat. Hail to Goddess Legionaris, our ever faithful mod, and JB with Back Taco. Thank you, JB, over on the YouTube side. Thank you for including Back Taco. I've fought Dermy Wormy and his popularization of that term, but unfortunately, I'm failing miserably because other people besides Dermy Wormy are starting to say Back Taco in chats that are not even related to Dermy, and it's a horrific, horrific thing. But hail, JB. Thank you for being here. And I forgot that I don't watch G&G, but I'm sure it was a good reason. Yeah, who knows? All right, let's... Yeah, I always pronounce your name wrong, Legatus. It's kind of expected at this point. I know it's Legionus, but in my head, I do the extra syllables in there. I'm not sure why that works the way it does, but it works the way it does, and that's all that I can say. I want to test something real fast on the Kick side, because Kick is a new alternative to Twitch that is a little bit better than Twitch, especially from a content creator's perspective. So even if you're watching on YouTube, if you could please go over there and follow me on Kick as well. Whether or not you keep watching on YouTube, follower, I greatly appreciate the follower over there, trying to build up that platform and my presence on it over there as well. But let's see how things are going on the dual stream side. Okay. Not seeing it come through, so we'll just leave it as is. All good, all good. Okay. So, we are jumping into this game. Let's see how everything looks. All right, everything looks good. Now, let me know if you guys can hear the game. Ooh, that's pretty loud. All right, how's everything sounding for y'all? I was alright at Chapter 1. These Sherlock Holmes games actually do encourage you. Game too loud? Let me turn it down some more. How's that? Sounds good? Okay, perfect. So yeah, these Sherlock Holmes games, the reason I love them is because they ask you to be an intelligent human being. They present you with clues. You got to figure out there are a lot of wrong answers, and it makes you think, and I love that. And there's a lot more to it than, for example, L.A. Noire, which I loved. It was a great detective story. You just kind of walked around and listened for musical clues to find clues, but in these games, there's something a little bit extra to it. So I'm excited to see what UI and gameplay changes they made from Chapter 1. But you're just a hair louder? Okay, so is that good, or do you want me to lower it down a little bit more, JB? Let's start the game while we wait to hear back, and let's see how The Awakened is. The interesting thing about The Awakened, though, is apparently it's a Cthulhu-style story. So the original Chapter 1 version of the game, the previous game, it was relatively normal Sherlock Holmes stuff with a lot of Easter eggs. Oh, there were so many British Easter eggs, including several Doctor Who ones, but it was relatively grounded in reality with the exception of John Watson, at least initially at the beginning of the game, where the majority of it being his imaginary childhood friend who grew up with him before becoming an actual real John Watson. So that was more psychological than supernatural, but it looks like the sequel is delving headfirst into the supernatural. So I'm really excited to see how things work. And while I don't love the look of Sherlock or even John in these games, they've aged a lot between games, and I like the older versions of the character models than what we got in Chapter 1. So let's see if I enjoy the characters or still have a little bit of an issue with them like I did initially, but I can't wait to jump in. All right, an intelligent game. So this is not just a shooter up game. Who would have thought? Yeah, no, I don't usually go for those shooter up type games, legatas. That's just not my style. So Sherlock Holmes game that apparently no one else is really streaming. I think on Kick I might be the only person who's streaming it, at least right now. So it's definitely more my speed. I prefer when the host can talk over the game, so you're good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure y'all could hear me perfect. And let's jump right into Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. Let's see if I'm smart enough for this game. Hey, Legatus, we know that I'm ashamed of playing Fortnite, so you don't need to rub it in every chance you get. It's the one exception, and I'm ashamed of it. Alright. And this one actually takes place in London. Chapter 1, the previous game, was not in the UK at all. It was in a Mediterranean island. Now we get some Baker Street for the first time with these characters. I'm here for it. Oh, and they brought back the same music. I love this soundtrack. Very haunting. Pretty sure this is John. He looks a bit different.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback.
Oh.
I saw
It's a different voice actor for Holmes.
Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of
Hello. Let me bring it in so you guys can hear him. We have a guest in the background. Howdy. Dermy Wormy.
Hashtag back taco for life.
No back tacos here. JB was already talking about it. I'm not interested in any back taco here on my channel.
Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything.
My goals.
Newsboy is usually reliable.
Not happy about that.
I often find that the key to everything is good sleep in a bed. Your papers are here on the table.
It's the greatest moment ever. JB talks about it everywhere now.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
All right.
Legatus also greets everybody that way now.
I'm very disappointed in my chat. But did you see on the YouTube side what game I'm playing?
Yes, you are playing Hogwarts Legacy. I just opened it now. No, this is Hogwarts Legacy, the new Sherlock Holmes game that you were talking about.
Yes, yep, I'm really excited about it. It's a fun one. So yeah, we just got into the story. We're seeing Sherlock at Baker Street with John Watson, and it is a different voice actor from the first game. It's quite a more mature sounding Watson, and I definitely like that. The other one sounded like a 12-year-old boy, so definitely an improvement in my opinion.
I never played the first one. I didn't even know they had these games, so I'm curious.
All right.
I've just been grocery shopping, doing real world stuff.
That happens. All right, we got our first clue here.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
I don't think that's really a clue. Someone gave me a... Yeah, I don't think that counts as a clue. All right, London advertisement. Tension between England and Sweden are running high because of a Swedish princess. Chief among the scandals was embarrassment about the diplomatic corps and a different princess. A spokesperson for the police assures the newspaper that they are confident that the bodyguard will be located. So yeah, there's a missing bodyguard for a princess, a Swedish princess in
Local
London.
Gossip, all of it
Very
uninteresting.
nice.
Swedish princess.
Are we looking for the missing bodyguard of the Swedish princess? All right, and there's one more clue here. There we go. There's a letter.
Another letter from Werner.
Werner.
They never reply, but they keep coming.
Now, the thing that I'm a little bit worried about is this game was one that had, like, you pick the ending.
Where is it?
And so far, they haven't asked me what ending I had in the first game.
Of crime across London spanning
A little
many
worried about
months
that.
and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it.
JB,
But in
don't
lieu
do
of
that.
stand, perhaps I can
Please.
deliver you something
What
equally
is he doing?
tantalizing.
He's gonna go
I've just
drop
returned from
a
a
super
patient
chat
of
in
mine,
Mercatus
Captain
chat to say
Stempley,
back taco.
Oh, no, that
Oh,
will not
please
do.
it.
Grab your
Please,
coat, Dr.
please.
Watson.
That would be wonderful.
Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
But the reason I was bringing up the ending is that letter was a reference to the ending of the first game. There was in chapter 1, it was relatively grounded, but it took place in the Mediterranean rather than London. And the biggest difference that wasn't 100% realistic or grounded was the fact that John Watson was your childhood imaginary friend that only you could see, and Dr. Werner was a doctor who helped you through that as a kid, and kind of had something to do with your mom's death at the same time, and the death might have been your fault too. That was the whole purpose of the first game, was to figure out what happened to your mom when you were a kid, how she died, trying to remember everything that happened. And so there's a letter from him trying to check up on me and see if I'm still hallucinating John Watson. But luckily, there's a real John Watson now. Completely separate. Just happened to
Dustbin is yours for the
look
digging, Mr.
exactly the
Holmes.
same, but with the mustache.
That is actually really good. So, I've been reading I'm showing my weeb here. I've been reading a manga based on Moriarty, actually.
I don't believe you can read.
It is shocking.
So, the company who makes this game, Frogware, they put out like 7 Sherlock Holmes games. Most of them are independent with different voice actors, different models, completely unconnected. But these two are their first ones that came with the sequel. The weird thing, though, is this Baker Street is identical to the Devil's Daughter game, Sherlock Holmes game, which had completely different character models and voice actors. Kind of weird how they're reusing stuff in that way, but both games are good, so I'm all right with it.
I do like the look of it.
Yeah. It's not very action heavy, but when there is action, it's pretty fun action. But most of it is the investigation aspect of it and demanding that you be a smart person.
Well, then I can't play it.
All right. I forgot where I was going. Okay. Watson brought in the Morning Post, but the strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There's a chance it might be found in a dustbin. So I am looking for a trash can. Nope. Hey, Saban. How's it going, Saban? And Mustang as well. We got a full crew in here.
You?
You guys playing?
I would have jumped in sooner, but I had to do a little bit of laundry.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You guys playing Conan?
Don't look at me. If you want the newspaper,
Yeah,
you have to
as
keep
it
your
was.
hands dirty.
About to jump back on though.
You guys quite loved that game.
The
I'm
game's wonderful.
I'm addicted a little bit.
See, Jed, now you just need to join us.
Oh. The trash can was literally right next to the door, and I've been wandering around the street looking for it, and it's literally should have been the first thing I saw. Fucking hell.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Go away at this.
The hell? Have any of you guys ever heard of a cactus spine being laced with poison and used for assassination?
You know, I tried it once. It didn't really work.
I've never heard of anyone doing that.
You were mistaken,
And yeah,
Dr.
Mustang,
Watson.
he's
Paper
in
wasn't
Discord,
being
but he's
dirty
muted
to
right now,
anyone
so
lied.
he'll
Yeah,
probably
he's
be along
he's
soon.
making dinner.
See, Watson,
Ah.
the conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Here I am.
Poison? You?
Yo,
That's
yo.
madness.
No, I was
Get the
eating
strand.
fajitas and it's rude
Get
to
your
eat on
copy of
stream.
the strand here.
I agree.
So now I can jump
Sorry,
back into
Mr.
Conan
Holmes,
and
I
play,
just saw
but I
my
saw
last
you on
paper.
and got your message.
Glass.
Figured I'd come look at this and
Then why are you still here?
looks pretty good.
Boss pays by the
By the way,
hour.
Walt
No
Disney World,
sense
there's a
in
trash
returning
can every
value.
30 feet.
I thought that was just Disney World.
No, that is from Disneyland. He sat up in his
It's the
apartment
talk
and
of the town.
watched to see
Yes,
how far
yes,
people would walk
besides
before
the
they threw
tripe on
something
the
down,
front
and it was
page.
30 feet.
Anything about
So he
burglaries?
put a trash
I'm
can
not sure,
every
sir.
30 feet.
You're a bright child.
Makes sense.
I presume you see everything
Smart
that goes on
man.
around here.
Nothing gets past me, mister.
But Shaban has Orion now.
Do you notice anyone suspicious at my
I
door this
do.
morning?
He's about to be my
Like
bitch.
the man with your
Could be
newspaper.
great.
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
I'm scared
Dr.
to
Watson?
see this.
Cool. Now I can take the day off.
She's got a thrall. It's going to be Orion. We found a cat head.
Yeah.
Can you describe the
No,
man you
I'm
saw?
just up in my
He was
little
carrying a lot of books.
crevice area.
Up to
I
his
haven't even
chin they
hunted
were.
down man meat
Never
or
heard of a
anything.
well-read assassin.
Having a fun
Can
time.
deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Oh, she helped me with the project that we were.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right, we gotta find this this guy who
Nah,
was messing
not
with my
really.
newspaper.
I saw him
Someone tried to
approaching.
kill me.
I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise.
I love these kids. The newspaper boys were pretty funny in the
Alright.
first game too.
You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
All right, so that kid had some important information about the guy who tried to poison
Get
me.
the strand. Get your copy of the
My whole
strand.
goal is to always break at him.
And it's not difficult to break at him.
No, it's not, but it's always fun, his reactions.
All right.
The only thing I can think of people getting sick or dying of associated with a cactus is drinking too much tequila.
Oh no. They changed the map from the first game, and they made it like the Devil's Daughter map, which only has like, it's just a picture with points on it. The other one was fully interactable, like a normal open world map. It's gonna piss me off.
That doesn't... I don't like the look of that map.
Yeah, the other map was really cool. All the streets had names. You could zoom in on everything, and every street name was an Easter egg. Like there was a Gallifrey Street for Doctor Who, and they went all out. But the disguises in this game are the real fun part. You can dress up as anything. Ooh, they've got a fez. Fezes are cool.
Yes, fezzes are cool. Same with bow ties.
Hey, you're an expert in everything, Mustang. Does Sherlock Holmes have facial hair? Or should he have facial hair?
For the time that frame that it's set, he should. And most men, that was that time period was a sign of manliness.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
But
I
in the
like.
game, I don't know.
Ooh, this is a good change. Before it just had you drawing on a chalkboard with your clues. Now it's using like your brain, like connecting brain cells. That's pretty cool.
Oh, so using things they don't have.
Who ruins? Ooh, that was a creepy sound effect. For the brain cells connecting.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you could hear my screen. I was like, wait a minute. Vaughn found a interesting sound earlier today, apparently.
Was it a bad
Yeah.
taco?
You talking about whatever I heard when we were underwater?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it sounded like if somebody swallowed a kazoo.
Alright, I want to keep the newsboys' testimony on hand.
And she saw your artwork with Beardo.
Swallowing a kazoo.
Whose artwork with Beardo?
Yours.
Oh, the Photoshop?
Ariel. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun making that poster. Barnes Bookshop.
Impressive stature, strong gaze.
I don't.
I think this man
Smelter
deserves a
3. I
knighthood.
could take a Smelter
Really,
3.
Holmes? How can you be so sure? On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Alright, let me see if there's a bookshop nearby. It's a key shop. Oh, here we go. Barnes Bookshop. Can't be a reference to Barnes&Nobles, I'm sure.
Nah. No connection.
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Go away.
Alright. from Barnes. I gotta figure out these clues. All right. Alright, I gotta read his clues again. Okay. Suspicious man, loud noise. I'm not exactly depicting my intelligence in this game, just wandering around hoping to find where I'm supposed to go. Like I'd hoped.
Well, the way you're playing it, it made me, at first thing, I thought it was an escape room game.
It has some similarities. Whoa, here we go. Is this where the explosion happened? Yeah, JB, I don't think any of us are lethal lightning types.
What does that mean?
Type?
Oh, prevalent to yelling and saying gronkin and being Aussie.
Oh, I was about to say I can do yelling and I can do cursing.
You can do a good scream when she gets scared by a dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then get excited because I was like, "Ooh, can I ride the dragon?"
No.
Tried riding me.
I just wanted to fly. That's all I wanted to do.
It's even funner when we all know what Siobhan is.
Jesus.
She tried riding me.
Only because you were a dragon at the moment. You're not a dragon anymore, so.
I will kill you. You need to respawn as somebody I want.
Oh,
That's not nice.
apparently I misunderstood JB. He's saying that cactuses aren't poisonous; they're not lethal.
Oh. Man, I was.
I would disagree with that. I've had enough tequila to prove it.
I wonder if there's a cactus flavored whiskey.
I'm sure there probably is. All right, why isn't it? There we go. There we go. Okay, this new clue system was confusing me. All right, Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The guy who tried to kill me apparently was carrying a bunch of books from Mr. Barnes, who ended up hand delivering a message to me, or a book to me. So sounds like they're connected. Legatus is saying you need to be broken in. Your dragon. You need to break in his dragon.
No,
I
no.
hope.
I'm going collecting more sorcerers. She can't break it in. She can come collect sorcerers with me. Siobhan, your character is still over here, or is that you?
I think
Yeah,
that's my. Yeah, because I died, and.
Yeah, you need to come get her.
Uh-huh. And then I died again, and then I said, you know what, I just need to go do this, throw this damn laundry in the dryer real quick.
Alright.
Okay, I saved her.
Alright.
She was doing pretty good, but she needs to be fed. I'll give her some food.
Yeah,
I gave her a lot of food.
She's been fighting the whole time.
It's not my fight, she's hungry. I mean, like, she just... Oh my god, let me go over there with her hungry self.
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems
I gave her some
rather
food, so she'll be
obsessed.
okay until you get here.
Would he do something
I'm
like
gonna go
this?
kill me give me a sorcerer and put him in a cage.
Well, I think that's why she has big old titties, because she's just well fed like that.
Does have very big tits. I think Dermy's got somebody that gave him a run for his money and titties.
I feel like this is a challenge, and I will be taking it on.
Why
Please
am I
tell me
rubber
that this
band?
person is a trap for Dermy.
Oh no, no trap.
No trap.
No.
Jed, I have male entertainers. Okay.
No.
I
Alright.
am
He does.
I am proud.
Alright, so this guy here, he's got bags under his eyes, looks like he's overworked. Coal on his fingernails or ink. So makes sense. He runs a bookshop, and back then ink wasn't quite as perfected as it now. Leans heavily on the right leg, sore left leg. Interesting. So not necessarily a limp, but something going on there. And come on, mouse. There we go. And high heels. Wants to look taller. So this guy is self-conscious, overworked, and let's see. Mr. Barnes has large bags under his eyes. He's developed a limp, likely the result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller. So he's afraid a lot, according to that one. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone who might be involved in a plot against him. Or is he just a workaholic? Using that same evidence. I don't know. I'd need to talk to him to be sure. Nevertheless, in a bigger plan. Alright. Newspaper ink. Doesn't seem to come into this deduction. Wants to be taller. Sore left leg. I don't know. I'm seeing more evidence towards workaholic. Chat, you think he's the victim of blackmail and afraid of violence against him, or just a workaholic? I'll give chat a moment. Alright, doesn't seem like anyone's jumping in, so I'm just gonna go for it. JB, that's where I'm at. Yeah, insufficient information. I would prefer not to make a portrait on this person until after I talk to him, see his tone of voice, see his mannerisms while he's talking. And if he is involved in a plot, if he's being blackmailed to hurt me, he might have difficulty like looking at me in the eye or whatnot. He might act more skittish. But with the evidence provided, the ink doesn't come into the blackmail victim. So a lot of the times in the previous game, at least, whatever portrait used all the evidence was more likely, not always, but more likely to be the accurate one. So I'm going to risk workaholic. See if I was right.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Alright, he ran. Maybe I was wrong.
Are you making young men run from you?
He's an old man.
Who goes there?
Sherlock
Even
Holmes.
worse.
Middle-aged.
Please.
What are you doing to these poor men?
Golly, I did not see you coming.
Nothing that you
Would
haven't
you
already
care
tried
to
to
answer
do.
some questions for me?
Well,
Oh, sacrifice them?
Yep, I definitely picked wrong.
In the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now,
You
Mr.
run around with a
Barnes.
man's leg clubbing
Only
people.
take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with.
I don't think that's
with important
possible.
things. Help yourself to any book. Just
You would be shocked.
take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're
Yep.
asking the right question.
Yep, I definitely got it wrong. Damn
Let's
it.
find a way to coax him out.
That does sound like an escape room game.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the same like clue finding stuff, but you're not locked in a room and you're not trying to escape it. But yeah,
So
there's enough
how does it
similarity.
look now, who's a good boy?
It's a detective game, so
Yeah.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
trying
The
to think of a
hell
good
is that
example.
picture? It's an odd painting. Here we go. Okay. Evidence, evidence, evidence. He's got a plant catalog on his desk. But plants for everlasting love. Alright, so is he trying to make a love potion?
The potion of Triss.
You love me, say that you love
Basics
me.
of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt, appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
This guy is also reading a book on cryptography and Egyptian hieroglyphics. That's an interesting hobby. All right, nothing else back here. All right, seems like those are innocuous enough. The power of love, blood, and mandrake. Seems like this guy's into the occult.
An
Oh, Mustang, you're
improvised
gonna be mad at
stand,
me.
but it does make the flowers more visible.
Why?
I have decided to change up what time I
In
put
the
my
language of
videos out.
Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the
Well, there
job is
goes my
done.
coffee time.
Wonder who the
8 a.m. is no. Yep, 8 a.m. is no longer the time because actually 10 a.m. is when people finally start watching my stuff.
Yeah, that's your peak.
Beginning of my peak.
The finest
My
view
actual
London
peak
has to offer.
is shortly after noon, so like 1, 2, and 3 o'clock is when they really peak.
All right, that lady's standing suspiciously. Let's go harass her.
Okay, I got Tamos, finally.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
All right, this lady doesn't want to talk to me.
I can't find you anywhere on the map.
I don't know where you're at. Well, I can find you if I did this map. Let's see, where are you? I'm over where you left your young lady at.
Come back later.
Why is it not showing? Because it's not showing you over there.
There we go. Is that the same type of
Encouraging
pot?
people to stop and smell the roses.
Our national emblem.
I don't know,
God
Maui
save
Wowie,
the
what type?
Queen.
As
Familiar
in
spine.
flower
What I
pot.
found in my dustbin.
Well, you gotta
I like the
ask.
sun type.
Ooh, and this lady, she's got a cactus with the same needles that were tried to use to poison me.
I'm standing right next to her, Siobhan.
Okay.
The pot is
Well,
damaged.
I'll go that
No
way.
severe, but softened by something.
Yeah, this lady's definitely involved.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them. Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, that's just lazy. They reused a character model. It's gonna confuse me. In this game where everything someone looks like, every small detail in their behavior matters, it's kind of a cheap move. Ooh, they're asking me to look closer at her tits.
Oh, glad.
It's literally like something's glowing on her tits saying, there's a clue hidden here.
Okay, you're way over there on the other side of the map by my base, and she's over here with the pirates.
Not
Did she die?
like no, because I'm.
Alright, clean boots, change shoes upon arrival. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so the clues we've got. She's got a mourning brooch, meaning she's got a dead husband. Luxury fabric, unusual for work attire. Yeah, she seems incredibly out of place here. Definitely not someone who would be running a street vendor flower stand. Definitely seems like she's well-to-do, relatively speaking, well more than a street vendor would be. She's wearing makeup. I don't really... Maybe it's historical that women didn't wear makeup as often? I don't know. I don't know why they're making such a big deal about the makeup. I assume I'm gonna have to at least pretend like that's a big deal. Clean boots, changed upon arrival. She cares a lot about appearances. Distant look, avoids eye contact, or is distracted. And based on her positioning, her odd look, And her being outside the window is what I mean. The positioning across from that suspicious-looking flower pot that would have been used in subterfuge and like to signal. She's in the perfect place to see that signal from the bookstore owner, and so I'm guessing that she's still in the plot. But I'm not. It's not even asking me to tell whether or not she's involved in the plot to kill me. It's just, is she DTF? That's what it's wanting me to look at. All right, expensive fabric. Yeah, she's wearing red, not mourning black, so I'm not sure if she'd still be grieving. And makeup to tear-stained cheeks? No, I don't think so. Traces of mud. No. I think she's ready to move on. She cherishes the memory of her beloved husband, but with the makeup, the outfit, she's ready to attract someone's attention. And her eyes darting around the street, seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she is waiting for someone. Neither of these, I feel, are particularly relevant to what I'm looking for in this situation, but based on the provided evidence, I'd say she's ready to move on. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I got that one right.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Ooh, I got it right.
Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Uh-oh. Ooh, what do I want to... What evidence? I wasn't prepared to provide evidence. Alright, I got our character just... What am I trying to contradict, though? Examination of the plot reveals she specializes in roses. That's not relevant. The spines that tried to kill me. Dead flowers on display. I don't know what I'm trying to contradict. Usually when I provide evidence, it's to say, hey, no, you're lying, and this is why. But she just said, oh, you noticed. Well, please stop noticing. I'm gonna leave her for a moment and check my notes. All right, who ruined the Strand? The bookstore. Yes, that is the conclusion we wanted to make. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Alright. Items. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Barnes' broken ladder. Roses for sale. Let's try... No, looks like I can only do one of those at a time. Alright, now we need a piece of... Alright, let's start that over. Okay, so this new system looks like we need to find a piece of evidence of the blue variety, which are items, of the green variety, which are documents, and observations, which are the gold. So it looks like we need to do one of each. And blue-wise, we only have the exotic plants catalog. No, we have plenty of blue. Okay. Yeah, that's what she was talking about. Please stop noticing my tits. Alright. Why is she acting so strangely? There's too many blues, so let's do observations right now. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Do we do the character study? Dead flowers on display. Let's see how that works. And then green. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? London advertisement. Let me read that evidence real fast. No, that's got nothing to do with this, at least right now. Alright, let's add in he's involved in the scheme. Nope, okay, that's saying I got it wrong, I think, anyway. That's what it's saying. Roses for sale. Dead flowers on display. There's no gold this time. So the hell? Okay, so... Alright, it changed things on me. I don't know what to do. Alright, Barnes' broken ladder, potentially a struggle. Maybe that's how he hurt his leg. And observations, let's try the character. Oh, nope, I can't do the character study. And broken ladder, dead flowers. Oh, no, I don't want to do any observations. I want a document. Okay. Is it related to the princess's bodyguard? I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's not related to the princess's bodyguard. Alright, looks like I don't have enough evidence to finish these deductions. So, let's take a look at our... Alright, I'm gonna ask her about the cracked pot.
I'll be off.
California?
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other.
Alright, why is mine over there
Come
still?
in.
You told mine to stay.
Cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Ooh.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
That's interesting. She's saying the cactus wasn't there before. Wouldn't she be more surprised about that, though? If she's running a street vendor shop and suddenly new product appears on her cart or her display, wouldn't she be a little bit confused by that? But she seems to be like, yeah, I just, found someone. Someone planted a plant, JP. Somebody planted a plant. I love it. All right, let's ask about the dead flowers on display.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
Ooh, don't want to do that wrong too many
What
times.
do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Hmm.
I hope you're right.
Ooh, she's interested in Mr. Barnes. But earlier, it was made clear that she's interested in a specific man and only got highs for him. So, is she interested in Mr. Barnes? I think that's what that just revealed. Since she was open to the possibility.
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
Oh, yeah.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring
I don't
through
know.
the shop window. Sometimes
She's creating this tale like she's got a crush on him, and that fits with the visual deductions that we made. But it doesn't necessarily fit with the whole, those flowers are signaling something a little bit more nefarious, which is the whole reason we came to talk to her in the first place.
Something warmer.
But looks like that's all we can ask her for right now.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
The hell?
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
It looks like all the evidence we have. Come on.
Oh my god! Leave me alone!
Well, fine. I'll leave you alone.
Just needle in a haystack.
She's trying to take on a certain cook that's damn hard to kill.
Yeah, he did. He just hit me.
Hey, Dermy, guess where she's at?
Where?
She's taken on a cook that can't be killed.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
I was trying to knock him out.
Can't knock him out.
That's
All right. We have a little bit more evidence now, so it's reset all of our evidence, so we might have enough to make our deduction here. So why is Barnes acting so strangely? Perhaps it's not related to... With the way that the evidence is leading, maybe he isn't involved in any nefarious plot. I don't know, maybe my initial assumption of being overworked was correct, because if What's-Her-Bucket, the flower lady, is indeed interested in Mr. Barnes at a romantic level, that would explain why she's dressed nicer than you would be accustomed to seeing a street vendor be dressed as. So that would explain that. Behavior still doesn't... And maybe the flower pot is meant for her, but he's so overworked that he hasn't refreshed them enough or watered them enough or gotten new ones, so it's not as good. That makes sense with how overworked he is. The only thing that doesn't fit with that version of events is the cactus and the fact that he went and hid as soon as he saw us. I don't know. No, I don't think roses. Let's keep with that one for right now. There's no gold. Let's do green. All right, we got those two pieces of evidence right, so we just got to figure out the item that is related to this. There's dead flowers on display, which seems to be signaling her something, whether or not it's plot related or just romantically related, and her opinions on Mr. Barnes. So we've tried... It's not with the cracked pot. No, it was about the cracked pot. Mr. Barnes is in love with Mrs. Fleming. So yeah, it seems like that. I still don't get where the cactus comes into it. And where... Could be a frame job. Mr. Barnes definitely doesn't seem like someone to be involved in the plot to kill me. And she wasn't aware of the cactus being there. So perhaps whoever was using the cactus to try to kill me figured out that I was investigating Mr. Barnes and added it, and she only very, very recently discovered it. And so the actual killer may have overheard the kid telling us that Barnes might have been involved, so he went and planted a cactus across the street from Barnes's place. So that would explain that, but it still doesn't explain why he ran away from us. Is he embarrassed about Mrs. Fleming? Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A customer choice, but the Barnes is symbol. I don't know. This is saying that the cactus is related to him ordering it for her. Okay, maybe the cactus spine wasn't trying to kill me then. It just accidentally got in with the paper that came with Barnes's books to my house. Alright, let's see. I'm still not happy with that, but looks like it's enough for me to go talk to Mr. Barnes.
Perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes.
And
We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
I'm guessing that this occult stuff is just a red herring or like a precursor to what's coming because of the whole Cthulhu situation that's coming up. Might not actually be how it all starts.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes.
Hail Jaden Hamilton in the chat.
Behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
I think I got that right. And yeah, I forgot the exotic catalog that he was looking at was specifically romantic related flowers. So if he saw the cactus in there, that would be a reasonable reason for him to decide to purchase it. So that actually does work for why he did it. But he just like ran over and put it over there. So there's no plot. No one's trying to kill me. I just am freaked out because a cactus needle accidentally got in with my newspaper that this guy sent over with the boy who does the newspaper drop. I might be chasing shadows, just like he said. And Jaden Hamilton, yes, this is a Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu mystery. That is what this game is, a sequel to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 by Frogware from a couple years ago. I love that game, so I was really excited for this one. I'm not sure how Sherlock Holmes and Cthulhu are gonna mesh, but we'll see. And it seems like that's the way it's gonna go. My paper was ruined.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured, we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right then. So, you know what happened then? I was on my way
That
back
why
from
he
the post
ran away
office,
from
having
me.
Picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too. And when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
Oh, should I give this man romantic advice? This suddenly went from a plot to kill Sherlock Holmes to a clumsy man who dropped a cactus on my morning newspaper on my doorstep. Not exactly the thrilling opening to a Sherlock Holmes adventure, but yeah, it might not be for you, but I think you would enjoy the intellectual level of it, because you have to be very smart to solve the mysteries of these games.
He's right here.
Okay, I didn't know if you were planning on.
Oh, go ahead.
Whoop.
Then, Mustang, no one's trying to kill me. I'm kind of disappointed.
How the fuck? Come on.
Stand over
There
top
we
of
go.
him. There you go.
I know.
Jed, join us. I'll turn PvP on.
I'm good. I'm trying to play, solve this mystery of this creepy guy who's in love with this chick.
So, Dandelion and...
Well, I thought the dude was trying to kill me, but it turns out he's just clumsy and accidentally dropped a cactus on my morning newspaper.
Is it poison cactus?
They thought it might be, but apparently it's just a cactus that this guy read in a newspaper was a romantic cactus that would get this girl to fall in love with him. This is the weirdest mystery I've come across in these Sherlock Holmes games. But right now I gotta decide whether or not I give him romantic advice how to get the girl.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That's actually great advice, especially we know that she's interested.
Correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things.
Man, Sherlock Holmes just gave good romantic advice.
Last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally.
Yeah. I don't know why they're so surprised that there's other newspapers in the city.
Newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Alright, are there robbery or burglaries? Alright, local ports, doesn't look like it. Port authorities had to comment on the incident. Doesn't look like these are burglaries, it's just an explosion at the dock.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
I'm doing pretty good. 40% of the clues found, or 40 out of 50, excuse me. And it's not over yet, so I could still find the other 10.
There, she's short and Act.
See, no other evidence.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
He's looking at me so angry right
Only
now.
that you have a remarkable
Like,
faculty for deduction
Just
and
looking at me like, why am I
recognition.
allowing this?
And that perhaps, if ill applied,
I see things
You didn't
that
really
are
have a
not
choice.
there.
yes.
I know.
Well,
It
you
is
do. You
London.
have
There will always
access
be
to that, but,
burglaries.
you know.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
I could use a real case right
Perhaps
now.
not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared.
All right,
I
we're
said
getting
I
somewhere
just might
real.
help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career.
It seems, yeah, very early in their relationship.
Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Still like year 2, Sherlock Holmes, Batman style. I normally prefer my Sherlock Holmes to be a little bit established, bit middle of their journey, already got everything they need, maybe already a beekeeper, but I quite like this version as well.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion.
Let's
Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes.
Weapons.
The consulting
What's that?
detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing
Kimmy
servant.
here.
What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superior who made
Sergeant
this
Ruffles.
decision, sir.
Sounds like what you name a fuzzy dog. Whoa, John, careful. I saw you wink out in the background there. That was kind of creepy.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
Oh,
We
please don't go
investigate
there.
Murders, thefts, fraud, arson.
Alright, that's a good
crimes.
explanation.
A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need
Are
your written
have
testimony
you
that
have you
we can
used
lodge a
armor
complaint.
plating?
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Alright, I love the fez, but it's a little ridiculous. I'm going to see if he's got a deer stalker. Alright, what
Tell me
does
about
this
him.
servant look like?
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from
Ooh.
New Zealand. Biggest man
Kamate,
ever seen,
kamate,
and
kor,
strongest
kor.
man. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
I take it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any
That
damage,
is suspicious.
I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Is there any reason Kimahia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
What the fuck? I don't know why in my head when he said all the cabbage you could eat, I immediately thought of the Avatar cabbage vendor from Avatar: The Last Airbender, who's just constantly getting his cabbages destroyed. I don't know why I thought that, but I just imagined a giant hulking New Zealand guy just constantly walking up to that stand and buying cabbages. Interesting mental image.
Did Kimmer here make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still,
I
he
still
must
can't
have
get over the
some
name
money
Sergeant
managed.
Ruffles.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
How rude.
Hey, Mustang.
Yes.
Would you take a cop seriously if his name was Sergeant Ruffles?
Yes. Always take a cop seriously.
But it is odd, right? You want to chuckle.
I could tell you a name of one, but I don't know how it would go over on stream.
It's interesting. Yeah, I just met a cop whose name is Sergeant Ruffles, and I think it was pretty funny. Alright. I don't want the sideburns.
I think I have a decent topic already for Ballbusters this week.
Yeah, Watson needs to wear a bowler hat.
Alright, I've had enough of this. You're dead. And you're dead. And
Dead.
everybody dead. Okay, let's go see if Tamos is back because you need him.
Oh yeah, is he my Ryan?
Yeah, he'll be your Ryan. When you see him in person going up there, you'll fully understand. Alright, let's go get him.
The scrap of Hessian.
Yes,
This
Sam.
is great. Like your swords
These were
are
sturdy
lagging.
boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
I'm not sure what Hesem is. Interesting. That might make my deductions later more difficult. Is that a face? What the hell? Is that face in the grain?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
So yeah, it looks like there was a struggle. The Maori guy was in a fight with someone, broke some crates, and somebody face planted into some grain. Alright. Not seeing... Sometimes the navigation to find clues can be annoying, but... Where's the other clue? Come on. Why is there a spyglass right there? There we go. Okay. Somewhere in there. There we go.
A small navy spyglass.
Where'd he go? He was right here.
I heard him.
Yeah, I can see his bar. It's got that weird glitch going right now. Let me see if I can run up here and get him to come out.
Am I ready for this? Yeah.
There
There he is.
Coming through it.
Alright, someone burned a bone.
The remains of a meal.
Okay, not a big deal. A lot of ash. Probably burned
The
some
ashes
paper.
are long since cold.
Alright, maybe I'm reading too much into a pile of ash. But there's a ball. Is this like a tennis or baseball? No, it's a rock.
The chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Ooh. This guy doing drugs in his cabin.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
A nose flute.
Kill you.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Alright, looks like Hessian is the really cheap material to make clothes out of, so... that might be what they're trying to say here. With the Hessian, I'm not familiar with that material. But we got enough to infer what it is.
Is this
What the
Talifa,
hell?
a Maori water spirit? Or something else?
That's really good
By the
graffiti.
way, it's giving me chills.
Alright, that seems to be everything that we can find in here. Now we gotta figure out what it means. Alright. Nope, this guy did not fall backwards over the crates because we saw his face implants. So let's see. Come on, previous. I don't know why that's not working. Come on, previous, next. Alright, we'll start with this one then. Alright, is he just doing drugs there? Seems to be stuck. Once I do one thing. Yeah, it's not changing like it should. Alright, I'll come back in a minute. See if there's anything. I can get a closer look at this. Ooh, what is this?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone
Oh,
plugged the chimney.
appreciate it, JB. Adding some context. What does it reek of? So, it's his air ventilation pipe, and so someone shoved something in there, and that might have affected his brain. That might have been the opium. Maybe that's a... No, I think he was doing the opium on his own. Alright, let's check out the
This
lock.
is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Okay, unusual key. Alright, let's see if the clues are working now that I walked away and came back. Nope, still frozen on just the first way we see it. I don't need to pin any evidence. I don't know why I was saying I did. Ooh, and here's a weird looking
Makes
key.
A servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone?
Doesn't look like I can pick up the key though, so it's not the back gate key. Nope, can't go inside. Here we go.
Chewing tobacco.
Someone stand here waiting for him to come back. Yep, someone knelt here, chewing tobacco, waiting for the Maori to come back. Alright.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Not necessarily an assassin.
The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Definitely not an
Amazing,
expert.
Mr. Holmes, to read the ground like an open book.
Alright. Nope, definitely not him. Why won't any of these change? I'm supposed to be able to change between different versions of events, and I have to piece them together in the right order, in the right way. And it's clearly not the Maori guy who was kneeling here waiting to ambush himself. So why won't it let me? Fine, I'll go look for another one. Alright, anything over here? Yep, can't go in the mansion. Let's see if I can ask him any questions. Yes, provide evidence. What do I not want to know about? Chewing tobacco. Do you
Has
chew?
Kimmy here ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Yep,
Are you certain?
cleared it
I
out
found
himself.
chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco. Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Do you happen to know Kimihir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best
Now,
efforts,
Yeah.
I
put the
simply
truncheon on,
could
because
not
the other
take
named
the
guy up
shoes.
here you can actually get.
Yeah, they're just trying to tell me, hey, it's not Kimmy, he was behind the statue. Yeah, I gathered that.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
All right. He doesn't seem to like that
I
very
thought
much.
you were meant to be intelligent.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimihir's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Okay. Is
Where on earth are you going with this?
spyglass?
this
That's a good one to
spyglass
ask
new?
about.
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimihir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
All right, that's all the evidence for that. Let's check over here real fast.
Why are you
There's
still here?
nothing more to ask him about. All right, hopefully those clues have fixed themselves. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try to restart the game to get these to work, because kind of important. All right, next. There we go. Thank you. All right, yep, stranger here kneeling. What's the third option? All right, was he bent over a little bit doing chewing tobacco? Nope, that's a spyglass. I didn't see that the first time. Definitely didn't have the spyglass. Well, maybe he did, actually. Is he looking at something? Could have been using the spyglass to see better through a window. So I'll leave the spyglass there for right now. And then maybe Kimahee saw him. No? No, this rag makes it seem like it was an intentional attack against Kimahee. There we go, it started working. Nope. Neither of those seem right. Or none of them do, because of the whole face planting deal. But every single one of them has his back turned. Where'd he go? Oh, out there. Alright. Someone throwing a ball? That looks funny. Alright, is he smoking it himself, or was it pushed through? I don't see a ball like that traveling through a pipe at that angle, so I'm going to leave it with that one. Still don't like that. At least that one has someone in their head in relatively the right place, so... Kimahee was out here smoking. This guy came up behind him, gave him a right good schmack. Let's see, I didn't look closely enough. Is there any of them with the spyglass? That'll help determine. No spyglass in his hand, no spyglass on the ground. Yeah, not seeing any spyglass.
To the dead, you got that. I gave you that scroll. You have it, don't you?
Yeah, I should.
I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, if you
To
have
remove
Bindings
these
of the Dead,
traps.
just use that. It
Seem
doesn't
fresh.
break, ever. Just hit E to interact with the wheel. There you go.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me at first.
Yeah, you don't need leather or twine. If you got Bindings of the Dead, it doesn't break. Okay, we'll go the long way to the dungeon. Much more fun with more people. For me.
Jeremy leave the game too?
Oh, he wasn't in the game. He's not going to be on for a little bit.
Alright, Alright, so what I'm gonna do is kinda upload some stuff, clear out the clutter,
Yeah, do that.
make some more knobs.
Make her a truncheon.
That too.
Ooh.
Alright, here we go. We'll get a little bit more evidence, see if there's
Someone moved a cart
two
to this
more.
spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Was me dragging it or pushing it? Or was it used to take his body away? I hazard a guess that it's his body that it's related to. Alright. Perfect, and now there's one more that needs investigation. I'm guessing that's why I couldn't interact with that key earlier on the hook, and I was correct. I had to pin key print. The key to the garden looks like it's missing. Bent from the left. Alright, there's the final one, and it looks like it's over here. I don't want to validate this yet, but let's see what the other one is. Nope, definitely not Kimehi. So since the spyglass hasn't come in anywhere at this point, and it doesn't look like it's going to, I'll add it into this one. So this dude was here with the spyglass, waiting for Kimehi, and chewing some tobacco. And yeah, with the evidence provided, he messed with this a little bit, and there's only one version of the events where he was standing out here. So I'm gonna go with somehow he put some opium through that pipe, as weird as that sounds. Once he knew that Kimehi was in there, and then once Kimehi got high from that, he grabbed Kimehi, pounded him in there, and...
Yeah, we've all complained about that, and everybody I've been seeing on Twitter even complains about that.
What are you complaining about now?
There's no way to sort inventory.
Howdy, Biggles Mets. You there?
Hi. Sorry, I was super late and I didn't want to interrupt you guys talking.
It's all good, mate. We've got a full panel here, basically, in the background. What have you been up to, mate?
The Met game was on, I was eating, and then I was, I don't know what else I was doing. I think I was trying to get something to work for Kick. That's right.
Oh, yeah. I'm streaming on Kick right now.
How is Kick, by the way?
I hate Twitch, but I like Kick, which is weird considering it's basically a clone.
If Kick gives me the color orange back, I'll be very happy.
Okay.
I've had Twitch for like 9 years, and I've always had the color orange, and I don't have the color orange now, and I hate it. Every time I talk, it's a different color, and I don't like it.
Mm. All right, chat. My OBS looks like I'm glitching out, but when I check the stream on my phone, it looked like I wasn't. Am I choppy? My camera, is the game choppy? Is anything choppy? My phone, yeah, my phone looks perfectly fine, but the OBS preview window is glitching out to hell and back. So just let me know if you're having issues. And while you guys chat that, let's see if my deductions on these 5 different clue zones were correct, and let's validate this.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When
Very
Kim
good.
here went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth.
Okay, I
Kim
think
here
I
inhaled
think
the
I got it
sedative
right.
and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass.
Maybe it wasn't a face in the grain. Maybe it was a butt.
Servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our
Dude,
intruder,
I got it right the
Kim here
first time. I never get these right the first time, at least in the first game.
It makes total sense.
I got it right.
Oh my god, it's so annoying having to just...
Yes, it is.
Hey,
100%.
Biggles, I see that you are in my kick chat. Thanks for being over there. Are you still watching the stream?
Yeah.
Right now, I've pulled up a sack of grain that has an impression in it. This whole time I've been investigating, I thought it was a face imprint in the grain, but based on the revelations just done, it looks like it might actually be a butt. Can you tell me if it looks like a face or an ass? Like someone pressed their face into the grain?
It looks like you just smashed a luchador's face into the grain.
Okay.
That doesn't look like an ass to me.
Unless somebody's got a funky looking ass.
I mean, or unless somebody has a funky looking face.
I think this could work if the dude was wearing a butt plug. Big round one. Because that nose imprint is quite distinct.
Maybe it's Squidward.
It's Squidward. Alright, now I gotta go let the nobleman know that his servant got kidnapped by a guy with an ass face. Or a face ass. JB saying the subject is Jack Murphy, the suspect.
You'd
Now I
best
gotta
have
look and
found
see what this
something
is.
by now, gentlemen.
You'll have to scroll back a little bit.
I am.
Alright.
Long.
Alright, Kimmy was intoxicated.
I
Yep,
found a
he'd been
residue of
drugged by
narcotics in Kimihir's brazier.
opium.
There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase.
Who's
Mr.
got a
Holmes.
hamburger face?
The Hamburglar.
It's the hamburger.
Hamburglar. Yep.
Alright.
Yeah,
That
that's
someone may
just
have spied
weird.
upon Kimihir.
But
I
yeah,
can
your
remember the
Holmes not
spyglass
having.
found
I mean,
on
that's
them.
pure
It appears
baby
they were
face.
watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your
Or
point?
not in a good way.
You said that you checked the shack
You
earlier.
must mod
Did you
him.
notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing.
Sherlock Holmes,
Indeed,
like,
I would
8,
have overlooked the detail were it not for the
well,
cart's
He's very,
If,
very
as you
young.
say,
The
Kimihir
previous game was
never
called
in
Chapter
this
1,
state,
and this takes place a
then
couple
where did
years
it go?
after it. But yeah, he
I
still looks like a
expect
baby
answers
face.
from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
Well, if he looked like Henry Cavill, everybody'd be playing it. Well, all the girls would anyway.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. And you know that's a lot coming from me, considering the meme's been made about me and Henry Cavill.
He was Sherlock Holmes.
Yep, in Enola Holmes, the 2 movies of Enola Holmes on Netflix. With Millie Bobby Brown. It's his baby sister, played by Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. It's a girl power. Oh, the baby sister was better than Sherlock the whole time type deal.
Then why has no one ever heard of her? Fucking suck it.
I won't keep you in
'Cause she's
suspense any
low-key.
longer, Captain. Kimihir was abducted by
She
the
doesn't-
owner
No,
of
we've all
Spyglass.
heard of
When
Loki,
your
and
servant
then
fell
we
asleep,
saw what they
he
did to
slipped
Loki,
a
and we were
narcotic
sorry.
into Kimihir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimmer here, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
Well, he's
I
not
only
here.
arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you
This
dawdle
dude's an
here,
asshole. He's
waiting
yelling
for
at me for not
to
finding a
stroke your
servant. I've
ego
been here
is
for
another
5 minutes
second
and
wasted.
magically
I'm not
deduced what
interested in the
happened.
how, the
But
why, or the
apparently it's not
who.
fast enough.
I am only interested in recovering
Gotta be
my
quicker than
investment.
that.
Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
I just told him his servant got kidnapped by someone who drugged him and then hauled him away. And he's yelling at me? I don't want to find his servant now.
Term is not servant. It's employee.
That's the term they're using, is servant. This is 1890s or 1880s London. I don't know, should I get mad and yell at him or just stay silent?
Yelling's never a good thing. Always stay silent and kill him.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
like.
definitely the more mature option out of those, but I don't know, what would Sherlock Holmes do? Sherlock Holmes has a temper.
He would say nothing and just stab him in the throat after diet, or what is it called? The thing the Robert Downey Jr. one did, where he said everything he was going to do and then did it.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about those movies. Those movies are awful. I'm gonna be. From a Sherlock Holmes book reader's perspective, yeah, I hated them. I'm gonna remain silent and see if I can stab him.
Do it. Stab him.
Oh, give him the creepy eye.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime,
Do you know Owen
please
Wilson
teach
is
your
the best
companion the art of brevity.
Sherlock Holmes?
What was that?
Do you know Owen Wilson is the best Sherlock Holmes?
Now that sounds really gay.
Have you seen Shanghai Nights?
No.
Okay, so basically it's him and Jackie Chan, and they go to this party, and he needs an alias, and he's like, Sherlock Holmes. I'm Sherlock Holmes. And that was him being Sherlock Holmes. And then Sir Arthur Doyle was like, I think I'm going to use your Sherlock Holmes as the name of my book, or for my book. So yeah. So Owen Wilson is actually Sherlock Holmes.
Well,
Did not know that. Alright, what are the most notable features about the adopter? I would definitely say is tobacco habits and the fact that he carries around a spyglass in his pocket. Oh my lord, that's a lot of observations. Alright, what are the notable features? It's not gonna help, that's not gonna help.
I really have no idea what I'm looking at right now on your screen.
No?
No. I just see what looks like a pile of shit.
It's how I deduce things. I put clues together. In the first game, it was just like a chalkboard, and you'd like draw up and connect dots together and be like, all right, this evidence is connected to that one. In this one, it's using like brain cells, and it's pretty cool. But looks like I got those two right, so I just need to put a different item. That has nothing to do with this, though. Clothes... That doesn't make sense. See? Yeah, it told me I was bananas.
okay, I'm ready.
That doesn't connect either. Alright. What that means is I don't have enough evidence to figure this out yet. Alright, where
Get
does...
your girl. There you go. So if Derby was on, I'd have waited for him, but he took off, and I don't know where he's at now.
Maybe making memes.
Have you talked to this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, we can go through the garden gate now and follow the trail of the adductor.
We'll take you over here and let you kill and get you some of the pieces.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
I tried to look for that evidence, JB, but apparently it wasn't strange. Size 11 feet is kind of small. Size 11 shoes and a butt plug? Yeah. It's very odd.
Look at our followers over there being bad bitches.
Here we go. We're going this way.
See that big giant croc over there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we gotta kill that.
Okay.
Kill the little ones first that are around it.
You guys are killing baby crocodiles?
Well, maybe
They're
they're
not,
babies.
they're not really babies, but
They're like normal as opposed to like Florida.
Alright. The hell?
I saw a baby croc. I saw a baby
Roy
croc. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
That be the name of our man.
I feel like you guys are playing two different
A
games. and
strange
it's confusing me.
substance.
That
I have
is
my
exactly what's
suspicions
happening.
based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor? Well,
Just
it's
imagine
evidence
Sherlock fighting
from the way it
crocodiles.
absorbs water, I'd say. Saltpeter.
We're
Anyway,
playing Conan.
well done.
I figured.
Yeah, everyone's obsessed with that game, except for me.
Sturdy
It looks
rope,
pretty cool.
professionally tied
I
in
just-
Fun.
Portuguese bowline.
I'm
It's
playing
not
Mega
as often
Man,
used
so I
by
really
sailors
don't
to
give a shit
create a
about everything
boatswain's
else.
chair.
It's Conan the Detective. Hail grumpy old gamer in the chat. I nearly said vaping gamer because that's muscle memory, but can't say that no more. Hail, my friend. Good to have you here.
Wait, is Grump in Discord with us? Hi,
No,
Grump.
he's in chat.
No, he's in,
Oh.
yeah, he's in the YouTube chat.
I have my shower taken. I
A
have
large pile of
laundry
horse
done.
droppings.
We don't need to know your hygiene habits, Dermy.
Alright, let's take on the fat boy.
Any cigarette butts? Someone stood
you-
here for hours.
Yeah, you.
There was a
agreed.
cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
He's got a nasty tail swing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything more down here?
Here comes Jeremy.
Yeah, here I come.
I'm gonna come.
I already did.
Sailor's not.
I got a brand new Xbox controller and it's so nice. Fuck does a share button do?
The share button. Well, if
Yeah.
it was a PlayStation controller, it would share the last 30 seconds of your video to whatever you want.
Alright, I'm guessing the calling card is the final notable feature of the adductor that I was missing previously. Let's see if that does the trick. No, the calling card isn't interesting. Maybe the sailor's not, maybe he's a sailor. That would go with the spyglass. Perfect, alright, the man's a sailor. Kimahee was kidnapped by a sailor.
You got something that looks like candy.
Alright, let's see if I got enough for this
Like
too.
candy.
Alright. Where does Kimahee's trail lead? I don't know. I don't know if any of these really have anything in common. We can try these two. That's not gonna work. Ooh, I got the wallet with saltpeter, right? Okay. So observations. Where does the trail lead? This might be connected to the newspaper I saw earlier that had mentioned that there was an explosion down at the docks. If we're already investigating a sailor, that would explain that connection. All right. Wallet with saltpeter. I don't... Sorry about that, Biggles. I'm just trying to, when there's something going on the game, they're just talking about other stuff, so I just mute them.
Wait, did you add another? Oh, God damn it! You
Did I
added
do what?
You added another mod.
Hey, I was right. Yeah, it is connected to the explosion at the dock.
That one.
You're already
Probably-
leaving us, Biggles?
Yeah, I got some stuff I have to finish.
Well, that's very Bud Light of you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Biggles
And I'm
is
not
Bud Light.
anything like Bud Light, all right? If anything, I'm more like Miller Lite. Yeah.
Are you now? Ooh,
You need
your ego pretty
need-
high up there.
be more like
Please.
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark sucks.
Now, this is a reference
That-
that
Miller
only
Lite sucks.
this is a reference that only Dermy's gonna get, but be like Kilt Lifter.
Yes.
Nope.
be like Kilt Lifter.
Kilt Lifter is a local Arizona brew. It is so good. I love Kilt. It's one of my favorite dark beers.
It's not as good since they sold it.
Did they sell it? When did this happen?
Like, probably before you were 21.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe I've only had the sold version. It used to be better?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta like find on the internet the mythical better version of Kilt Lifter because it's pretty damn good now.
Yeah, it's a better version of it. So
That was a baby
basically,
crocodile.
they basically
was.
sold it, and now it's
I got
like
it.
Useless after all.
it's
The saltpeter
brewed
accident. Doctor, do you
quicker, so
recall?
it doesn't taste as good as it
Of
used to, but it's like the
course.
same
The
recipe.
footwear, the spyglass.
I like baby
Indeed.
crocodiles.
We shall need
What's
to
in the
take a
box?
cab
Oil.
JB is saying that Kilt Lifter goes good with the panty dropper.
Yeah, that's a good shot. All right, I gotta go though. Yeah, so
All right, take it
I'll-
easy, man. Thanks
I'll
for
catch
coming.
you guys later. All right, bye.
See you,
Bye.
bud.
All right. Looking for the leaky cauldron. That's in London.
Where to, Gab? The port of London, please.
Just
I will show you where to stop.
So you guys keep drinking that really, interesting brew. I'll stick with my Pappy Van Winkle.
Listen,
And
Pappy's
that's not
expensive.
interesting and weird.
Pappy's
Ooh.
fucking expensive.
The Blood Red Knight, Chapter 2. We already finished Chapter 1 of this game. I hope there's a lot of
Define
chapters.
expensive, Dermy.
Huh?
Define expensive.
More than free?
Yes.
So, not Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Mr. Holmes,
Yes, not
what a
Pabst
compelling
Blue.
mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
Huh. One kidnapping.
Oh, they
another
changed my
story.
clothes.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
Oh, come on,
Take you
John.
for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies.
I'm
tricks of
expecting
a
to
feeble
end
mind.
up in the
One
Cthulhu
imagines a
nightmare
position
field pretty
with
soon
a
here.
surer footing in reality.
Perhaps.
If it's already the beginning of Chapter 2.
My time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
It's pretty dramatic,
Dr. Watson,
but I'm here for it.
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
and you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods.
Alright, I don't like how that
Must press
scene
on, cat or
started,
no cat. The
but
question remains,
I actually kind of
why
like that
does
story.
Dr. here?
Some good writing. I'm alright with that.
How far am I from her? I'm almost to her. Well, see, Dermy, if you just drive down here, you can have some mead. You can actually come pick it up.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? I want you to bring it to me.
There hasn't been a dust storm in a while.
There won't be.
Oh, you turned that off?
Yeah, I got sick and tired of that crap. Okay, where is she?
Excuse me, just one question.
I have a breathing mask. So.
Oh, no wonder I haven't had a deal with
Is this
that when
familiar
I'm
to you?
going through the desert.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer.
Yeah, she's right
You
here.
should ask someone else.
Okay, where is she?
Oh my god. JB in the chat saying we need to try Glenfelden. Unfortunately, Glenfelden is $150 to $2,000 for a 1 liter bottle, depending on age and what kind of barrels are used, made in the homeland. That's a bit more than free.
It's a bit, you know.
It better be really good.
I'm only buying something like that like on my wedding night or some shit.
May I ask for your assistance?
Okay, so Dermy, should I tell him how much Pappy Van Winkle is?
Sorry,
No.
sir, I can't help you.
Alright, looks like I need to find this man down by the dock. He's in a van down by the river.
I'll tell him, hey Jed, a small
Are you
shot
able
glass
to help?
of Pappy Van Winkle
Can't tell you because I don't know.
is 4 times that price.
Jesus H. Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't drink that.
Yeah, there's a reason why nobody would drink that who's, you know, not Donald Trump.
Could you help me?
Of course I know.
I would
It's
kill
really
for sick.
good.
The
Yeah,
third
just because
pier.
Just because it's good doesn't mean it's.
Can you satisfy my
Worth that much.
curiosity?
As
Oh,
much
it's
as I'd
worth
like
that
to help
much.
you,
It's
I know
it's
nothing about
it's
it.
it's candy.
No, sir.
Well, I
I
mean,
never heard of it.
Okay, Siobhan, I'm ready.
Okay.
a lot of the places up here, like K-State, Hayes, and them, they're starting to sell their own whiskeys.
K-State is selling whiskey?
Yep, K-State, Fort Hays State. I think KU was even doing it.
Well, I knew KU was.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I need to try some of it.
Could you help me?
As much as I'd like
Probably
to
won't
help
be
you,
that
I know
great,
nothing
but-
about this.
JB saying that according to the internet, Pappy only costs $50 to $250 per bottle.
No.
mate. Shoo!
Ooh, I found the kidnapper.
Pardon me,
JB
sir.
ain't,
I am looking for Roy.
no.
Not again. Yes, I'm
He's-
Roy. But I
Blame
can't
the
help you
internet.
Find your uncle or whoever you've
The internet
lost.
never
Now,
lies.
what makes you think
I blame
I
the
would
internet for
inquire
a lot
about
of
missing
stuff.
people?
You are the 4th person to ask this week. Just because I
think I'm gonna
work at
blame
the
it.
port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
All right.
You
I want to
say
know
we are
who
not
else
the
was
first to
asking about
ask
missing
you about
persons. That's a little
disappearance. Do you
curious.
recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, but I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I?
I'm gonna observe this fella first.
Slave traders are fun to kill.
Oh, why did I unmute just when Dermy says that? I'm gonna just leave Dermy muted individually.
Probably a smart idea. The things that come out of my mouth.
I'm more concerned about the things that go in your mouth.
Well, listen. Nobody needs to know about that.
Except Heron.
Yep. What? Mustang, what did you give me?
Put it on.
No, I was looking at the other thing that you...
Alright, so this guy isn't the kidnapper. Apparently is a customs officer. Is he... Ooh. He's a customs officer, but is he stealing? Or... I could see either is possible. I don't see him as a corrupt officer. He doesn't look nice enough to be a customs officer, but it looks like it's the same either way. We just have to decide where he got the pocket watch. Did he steal it? Or was he corrupt? I mean, he could have stolen it if he's a pickpocket. At this point, there's not enough evidence. It's just like what JB said, insufficient evidence to make a logical deduction at this point. Because the only thing that's changing, did he steal it? Or did he buy it with corrupt money? I'd say if this man were corrupt enough to afford a solid gold watch, he'd have fixed up his appearance and they'd be regular enough. But thief, it just might have been a one-time grab that. I'd say this one's more likely. Let's see if I was right.
Full health 504.
Come back.
Armor value 1320.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
I just need a better
Can't help
one.
you there, mate.
Wait.
What are you on about?
That stupid box still hasn't even
Sorry,
loaded
doesn't ring
in.
a bell.
Man, I'm getting all of these questions wrong. Jesus.
Have you seen this before?
Alright. Do I not have my knife on me?
Where did you dig that up?
Or
At a
did I put
crime
my
scene
knife?
near
You got a
Baker
knife on
Street
you?
involving a
Yep.
young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
Yeah, I don't think he's...
That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while.
I don't think he's guilty. He doesn't fit the description. Let's pin that. Actually has a location. Missing Ruik Eskina in Port Shantytown. Red flag over the house entrance. Alright. Can I pin that and ask him?
Wonder why people are going missing. Puts a man on edge, you know.
Alright, let's find this Shantytown. See if I can spot it.
Oh, what happened?
Oh.
Okay, I gotta go get somebody else, so hopefully somebody else is alive out here.
Can you satisfy
everybody.
my curiosity? Sorry, sir, I can't help you. May I ask for your assistance?
Well, I know there's a
Ian knows
small
the answer.
encampment up here.
You should ask someone else.
Alright, does this look like a Shantytown? That does.
That was a weird glitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it's been glitching a little more often than usual.
Well, I know they're doing a server-wide maintenance later on this evening, so hopefully that'll take care of it.
You should ask someone else.
This is fun.
Help me, please.
I have a new toy.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
He's got a guillotine.
Here's the guillotine?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it works.
When does this game take place?
I think it's a mod, but
Ah.
It is. But it works. It kills thralls.
let me get rid of some of the worthless ones. Or the repeats.
Alright, here we go. People. Gotta knock some people out now. Come here, you. I need to take you down and sacrifice you. Don't kill Valkyrie.
And Jed, sometimes it's better just don't ask questions.
Probably a good policy.
I almost had him knocked out as she killed him.
Thanks, Valkyrie.
Yeah, well, I put her to, you know, protect us when we were going in there. So I'm gonna go find somebody that she hasn't killed yet. Oh look, here we go. She hasn't killed these people.
Warehouse, the Cursed Maiden.
Alright, I'll take this one.
What the fuck kind of sound was that?
Pissing me off. I can't find the shanty town.
Alright, Siobhan, I'm on my way back.
Okay, doke.
Alright, let's get back to business.
Let's see. I wonder if I can Spider-Man down. Nah, I better not. Probably.
You can Spider-Man in this game too?
Essentially. Yeah, you can essentially rappel down walls without rappelling. Like, you can slide all the way down.
Interesting.
That's how you get down from high spots really easily.
Hail Petty 2 Sav dropped you a follow. Much love. Keep up the grind. If you could return a follow, that would be awesome. Building an army on Kick to raid small streams. I appreciate that, Petty 2 Sav. And as soon as I get a chance, I will definitely check out your channel and follow you back. I appreciate it over on the Kick side. Everyone, please go over to the Kick side and follow if you can. Much appreciated.
Too far. Right about there.
Whoa. That's not creepy at all.
Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster?
What isn't?
Yes. You know
How did
my
I just
brother
stumble
Davis
upon
is-
where I wanted to go?
Sadly,
That doesn't look like a shanty
well,
town.
Not yet.
Oh, Dia is a man. I thought Dia was a chick.
Alright. Here we go. Okay.
Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at
Hey,
a,
Jeremy, say something.
warehouse.
There you go,
His
Legatus.
man, Roy Solby, gave him
Something,
the job.
something other than that.
He paid him a necklace.
Read the tablets.
Alright, Dia's
You
got a
still have the
necklace.
necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves.
Girves left it near the shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
Nobody wanted to buy your necklace, huh? That's intriguing. I don't give a shit, little kid.
Hold on. Something I made for Siobhan when we were back up at the other
big
base.
and
I
strong.
gotta give this to her. Hold on, because I'm just thinking.
He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Dude has a metal eye? The
I
hell?
want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Oh, Dea is a chick.
My mother.
So Dea and her brother are
She
different.
got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
Don't go anywhere.
Alright, thanks, kid.
Do I need to go ahead and lay down this bedroll, or?
Crap. No, neither one of us are carrying a bow.
That must be the
I miss
brother.
Girves.
Girves is
Do
the
you
brother.
think he's okay?
Not particularly, kid. There we go. What is this? The hell?
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
Beautiful. Looks like everything we can do in here. Let me check my evidence.
Well, give me a moment. Because I'm 25 minutes to my stream, so I'm going to pause and get that ready.
You doing a Conan stream?
Yep.
Kinky.
Well, I always do Conan.
Yo, we'll come up to your base real quick.
Okay.
Boing.
Gonna dip him.
Alright, where's the Dermy hiding? Probably downstairs. Nope, you're not downstairs. put a roof on already.
Alright. Who is Kizimi? Yeah, no, those aren't related at all.
Yeah, your Sherlock's face just... You need a mod. You need a mod desperately.
He's just young. It's alright. He's very, very young. Like 22, 25. Very
How old
early
are you?
days. How old am I?
Yeah.
23.
Have you seen yourself in the mirror lately?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say he should have some facial hair.
Well, I can add facial hair. I can do that real easy. I'll do that right now for you. Alright, what do you want? Mutton chops, sinister mustache, creepy goatee, Greek beard, or little Spanish mustache?
Something Sherlock Holmesy.
So mutton chops. And I'll put him in a deer stalker to make him look more Sherlock Holmesy. And let's see which suit makes him look more Holmesy. Let's leave him in what he's in. That's pretty Sherlock Holmesy. Should he get some bruises too? That Sherlock Holmesy?
I don't know if I'd do that, but...
Alright. Do I get your approval now? He's got mutton chops.
Well, I gotta wait for it to catch up.
Hello, hello, hello. Doing this. Coming over here. Yes, I've already been playing a little bit, and Mustang decided to give me some new clothes. Yes, look at that back taco.
Shut up, Dermy. No back taco.
Well, now I'm also on my my channel. So
Well, you can mute to say shit like that. Mute on
requires extra
Discord.
work. That requires extra work.
Keyboard shortcuts, mate. One click of a keyboard and y'all shut up like this.
A moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna be streaming much longer. I gotta hit the 2-hour mark and then I'll probably bounce.
Okie dokie.
But alright, I gotta keep doing what I was doing.
Hey, Jed, is your phone next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to look at what I just sent you.
Alright, what'd you do?
Key buy.
Holy mother of Christ!
Yeah.
Alright, chat, for your information, he just sent me a screenshot of where to purchase a Pappy Van bottle. And it's cost more than most cars.
Yes, it does.
Quite a bit more, in fact. Yeah, Grump, I can understand the horror of that. Hearing one Dermy is bad enough, but hearing two simultaneously, that must be torture.
Yeah. Slave Leia.
Let's see, does this work?
Alright, nowhere near enough evidence to find out where Kimi is.
What the hell am I looking at?
And there's only 3. So I'll just do all of them and see if any of them pop up correct. Holy shit, that was a lot.
I just realized I don't have the game unmuted. There we go.
Yeah, your chat has no idea now.
Yep. Yeah, they didn't know that I was talking to you guys. It was weird. Okay, so I see, you. I see Siobhan's.
That's a pig, not a woman. Sorry, that was bad timing. It was really bad timing. I was talking about in Sherlock Holmes, I saw something move and I thought it was a woman, but it ended up being a pig. I swear to God.
Uh-huh.
That was really bad
Sure.
timing.
Okay, we need to clip this and send that to Jeremy,
I will be.
because he's going to be needing context when everybody gets a hold of him, because Jed said something offensive again.
Are you guys ready? Let's go to the.
I just drowned myself in the game for that, just because.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the
Now I forgot what I'm trying to do. Oh my god.
No, don't close. Ah. Damn it. Now we gotta go knock somebody out again.
Are you peeing?
Could you help me?
Ew.
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Alright, he's still going. This dude's just peeing and talking to me.
There's people right up front.
Alright, where are you? Where are you?
Oh my god, this is bad.
This is bad.
Damn.
He is wearing slave Leia 100%.
This is.
Yeah,
If my
I'm not
stream-
down there.
Oh, kill him, Dermy. We need him alive.
We just need one alive. The rest of them can die. Some of us are cannibals. Thank you very much.
This guy that I'm trying to knock out. Got him. Okay.
I'm just gonna butcher the rest.
Alright.
Oh, there's slavers over here. Oh, I wish I forgot about that. Cannibal Brute.
Alright.
The Fiery Archer. The Fiery Archer. See, I
Kill the
survived
Harfoots.
solely by executing everybody.
Cannibal Brute's over here.
I killed
Ooh,
one
they're
over here, too.
connected. Ooh, that's right. Alright. I gotta go back to the docks. Why do I have to go back to the docks?
Siobhan. Oh, Siobhan. Kill the guy behind me
Oh,
before he kills you.
Gotta go find Roy again. Hey, to get a sound clip of Rippa yelling, "Damn you, Roy," every time I gotta go
Okay,
talk to this guy.
Roy!
Y'all
Yeah,
coming
sound clip
down?
of, somebody yelling.
Coming, Dermy?
Give me a moment.
That's what Dermy does every time he sees Heron in the chat.
Yes, it is. Oh, wait, did I say that aloud?
do I need to wait for you guys?
Well, we're waiting for Dermy. He's
Coming.
eating somebody at the moment.
That may or may not be true.
Well, if we need to sacrifice somebody again, there's somebody up top.
Jesus,
Who's
you
very
guys still
angry.
have-
He's eating people.
I'm
Alright.
killing people that you didn't kill. There's still tons of people.
They're
out here.
respawning.
Alright, Roy, where's your metal eye? Alright, I want to provide the Nepali boys testimony.
I've been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished.
Ooh.
His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up.
Is that it?
I could do with a pint of the cursed mermaid.
Jesus, is that the best Roy could give me? But I need more.
I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd
This
have to
controller
walk through the.
feels so-
Or the dregs, Siobhan. Oh, turn on your mission, your journey.
For what? Which one?
Dungeon Delver.
Yeah, dungeon.
Alright, I will have to figure this out later. Alright, chat, we're gonna call things good there. We had fun playing the new Sherlock Holmes The Awakened game with the Cthulhu Sherlock Holmes adventure. Unfortunately, we didn't reach any Cthulhu aspects of it. We're still just doing the normal gameplay that was provided in Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, the first game in this series, which I love, so I'm enjoying myself, even though we're not at the Cthulhu part. This stuff has been fun, even though we weren't trying to get murdered at the beginning. It was just a lovesick, clumsy dude who made this case out of nothing, and right now we're having a bit of confusion, so we're gonna end things off there, and let me put it in solo mode. Thanks to the people in Discord. I'll say goodbye to them in a moment here. Siobhan, Mustang, Dermy, And of course, Biggles, I guess I could say thanks, Biggles. Whatever. All right, fine. And of course, hail to the chat, Legatus, JB, Grump, and everybody else who participated, and then Petty to save on the kick side as well. That is all I have for today. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all anon. Take care, everyone.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. These are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got Book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff that's dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.